The Little Mermaid. Ariel was a 14-year-old mermaid who lived with her father, the king of mermaids, and her 4 sisters in a maritime kingdom. Ariel was the prettiest of her sisters. Although they all sang beautifully, Ariel had the best voice of all. The Little Mermaid dreamt of going to the surface and seeing the world of humans. It's not fair. How come all of you can go to the surface, sunbathe on the rocks, watch the boats go by, and I have to stay here? Be patient, Ariel. When you turn 15 years old, you will be able to go to the surface like us. The Little Mermaid had no choice but to wait a few more months. Meanwhile, she tried to keep busy by listening to her sisters tell stories of their adventures on the surface. When you look up, you see a gigantic blue blanket covering everything. It's called the sky, and when it gets dark, the sky is filled with thousands of twinkling lights that are called stars. Wow, I would love to see that. And during the day, there is this huge yellow ball in the middle of the sky. They call it the sun. At dusk, it turns orange and it drowns in the sea. But the sun is not like humans that drown and die. The following day, the sun comes out again as if nothing had happened. Amazing! The day finally came when Ariel turned 15. That day she combed her beautiful hair with extra care and decorated it with flowers. I'm ready. Now I will go up to the surface. Good luck, Ariel. Have fun! When Ariel reached the surface, the first thing she saw was a boat with beautiful lights in different colors. Ariel didn't know these were fireworks. All she knew was that they were the most beautiful things she had ever seen. This is amazing! I'm going to get closer. Oh, that over there must be a human. It's just like my sisters described it. It looks like us, but it doesn't have a fish tail. Those must be the legs. Oh, he is very good looking. It was love at first sight. Ariel forgot all about the fireworks and stood there completely captivated by the beauty of this young man, who was actually a prince. Oh, he's so beautiful. How I wish he would notice and love me. I would be so happy if I could live with him my whole life. What was that? At first, the Little Mermaid thought it was more fireworks, but when she saw the rain, the stormy sea, and how worried the sailors were, she knew this was something different. Oh no, the boat is sinking. The sailors are falling overboard. I have to help my beloved. I can't let him drown and die. He's safe now, but he hasn't opened his eyes. Oh, he is so beautiful. Oh no, a human is coming this way. I better leave. Goodness gracious, a man, and he needs help. The prince opened his eyes, saw the beautiful girl next to him, and smiled at her, thinking she had saved his life. The prince fell in love with her, but soon fell unconscious again. Oh no, he doesn't know I was the one who saved his life. How I wish that smile would have been for me. Ariel went back to her watery home where her sisters were waiting to hear all about the adventures on the surface. Ariel told them the whole story. I know who he is. He's a prince from a kingdom nearby. Now that you are allowed to go to the surface, I'll show you where he lives. From that day on, the Little Mermaid rose to the surface every day to see her prince. She was able to overhear people talking about how kind-hearted the prince was, and she fell in love with him even more. I know what I'll do. I'll go to the sea witch. She will give me legs.
I know why you're here. And let me tell you, it's a bad idea. It will bring you great sorrow and pain.
But Miss Sea Witch, I love him very much. And the only way he will notice me is if I had legs. And I know you can give me legs.
As a matter of fact, I can. But I warn you that the transformation will hurt a lot. And every time you walk or dance, You will feel like you're stepping on sharp knives. Also, once your shape becomes that of a human being, you'll never be a mermaid again.
Okay, I agree.
I'm not finished yet. To stay human, you must get the prince to marry you and love you like he's never loved anyone before. But if the prince were to marry another girl, the day after their wedding, you will become sea foam. And of course, I don't work for free. In fact, my work is quite expensive. The price for legs is your beautiful voice.
But if you take away my voice, what is left for me?
You'll have your beauty and the expression in your eyes. That will be enough for any man to fall in love with you. What is it? Did you have a change of heart?
No, I want it done. Then the sea witch took the Little Mermaid's voice and gave her a magic potion.
Go to the palace where the prince lives and drink the potion there. Then you shall have legs.
The Little Mermaid did, and just like the sea witch had said, the transformation was very painful. However, an hour later, the prince came out and Aquarelle's heart filled with joy.
Who are you? Where are you from? Oh, you can't talk? Well, never mind. I'll help you. You can stay with me and keep me company.
The Little Mermaid was very happy to be with the prince. Anywhere he went, she went also.
You are the kindest and most beautiful girl I've ever met in my entire life. I really like you, and I think I even love you. But there is another girl that I love as well. She's a girl who saved my life once when I was shipwrecked. Since then, I've been looking for her everywhere, but I can't find her. And now my parents want me to marry this princess from a nearby kingdom.
The Little Mermaid felt very sad. Oh, if only I could tell the prince that it was me who saved his life, and not the girl he saw on the beach.
By the way, tomorrow I have to travel to meet this princess my parents want me to marry. I'll meet her just to please my parents, but if they force me to marry, I'd rather marry you, because I do love you.
Upon hearing this, the Little Mermaid felt joy again, but her happiness did not last long. 2 days later, the prince returned with some news.
Hello, dear. You won't believe this. The princess my parents wanted me to meet is the same girl I've been looking for all this time. The girl I told you about, the one that saved my life. Oh, I'm so happy I found her. I have given my word to marry her.
Aquarelle felt her heart breaking into 1,000 pieces. She went to the beach to cry. But a week later...
Hey, I've missed you so much. You know, I thought I was happy to have found the girl who saved my life. But the truth is, I love you more than I thought. If I marry her, I will lose you. And I don't want to. I wish you could tell me what you think.
That night, Aquarelle went to cry on the beach again. Her sisters saw her and decided to help, so they went to see the sea witch. Please let us talk to the prince.
I don't work for free. My prices are quite expensive. I will let you speak to the prince, but I want your hair in exchange. All of you will be completely bald.
Hey, you, prince.
Huh? Who said that?
Over here.
My ladies, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get help.
No, wait, we don't need help. We just came to tell you that you're mistaken. The girl that you're getting married to is not the one who saved your life. It was our sister, Aquarelle, the mute girl who's been living in the palace.
Oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. All this time I thought I loved two different women, when in fact they were the same. What am I going to do now? I love Aquarelle, but I gave my word of marriage to the princess.
When the prince returned to the palace, he found the princess deep in thought.
Are you all right? Everything is ready for the wedding tomorrow.
Before we get married, I must confess something. I love someone else. I thought I would be able to forget him and follow my duty to marry you, but I feel so sad.
Well, if you're having second thoughts about the wedding, don't worry. I have no problem in canceling the wedding.
You really wouldn't mind?
No, really, we can cancel it if you want.
So the wedding was canceled. The prince married the Little Mermaid, and they lived happily ever after. The end!